Welcome to Effed Up Radio. All up in the ear hole. Nestled like a hawk in the wind, ready to take flight into the deep seas of your brain. And today we're going to be talking about the most disrespected holiday there is.
That's what you like mundane.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
You tell me. So, most disrespected holiday on the planet. So, we're going to be going over that. You let us know how you feel about that. And remember, I'm Stave Lashady.
I'm Twigs Rivera.
And then this is Effed Up
Up
Radio. And then we're going to be going over the whole Father's Day kick. So, me personally, I am a father. I have a son that he's not let's say I cradled him too much, so he doesn't have the drive to be where I was when I was his age, you know, because I gave him too much.
What do you mean?
Too much cradle. So I think we had this conversation before about different generations being raised. When I was growing up, by the time I was 14, I was already working a job, and like I left my house, so technically I was homeless. So, like, you know, but that was my choice. Like, I chose to do that. Like, I was already capable at 14, but you know, like not every kid was capable
Right.
at 14. So that's why I bring it up, because my son is 14 now, and he's like, nah, you know, maybe when I through college and 18, like, you know, like a normal kid.
Right.
So,
yeah.
like, I wasn't raised
But you
normally.
were able to help him have that, though. Because
Definitely.
It was the same for me. Like, I had a similar situation, and, you know, so I get where you're coming from. But, you know, now they can focus on their education, and, you know, that's all we can have. It's like having another chance, even though you're not living through it.
Yeah, but it's one of those, you know, grass is greener on the other side type things, because even though they haven't had the opportunity to live the life that you lived,
Right.
they're still like having complaints with the life that they have, you know.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, school
Human.
it was rough, and you know,
human
like,
behavior.
yeah, it is, because when I was in school, yeah, it was rough as hell, especially when the racism got involved. So, you know, like, I try to explain to my son that it's you really need to get through the school. You really do.
Yeah.
But if there are things that are bad for you, you know, physically or mentally, like, you need to tell somebody, like a principal or something.
Yeah, mental should go ahead of everything else. I don't understand why that's not prioritized for growing people. Children are growing people.
That's because you don't really
Mental health is not.
you don't really understand it while it's happening, because you know it's coming from somebody that already understands that mental game.
You know, you gotta help all these little crazy fucks.
You know, yeah. So, and anybody can, you know, because it's happened before. Like, it has even happened to me. Even though, like I said, I've left the house at an early age. It still happened to me a lot, because there's a bunch of stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
So when somebody be like, "Oh yeah, I will help you do this," or "Yeah, I know how to do that. You got to do it like this," and I'm like, "All right, like, I've never done it before, so it must be like this." And then it's not that way. Somebody was just using you for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's something you gotta warn, like any growing person. Like, you know,
Yeah.
people get manipulated. People are manipulators. You know, there's some, you know, there are all kinds of people out there that, you know, all kinds of positives out there, all kinds of like negative
Of
persons
course.
that can, and they might, that's just your perception of it, because that's just happens to be the nature of the relationship between you and that individual. Not everybody's gonna perceive
Exactly.
that person like the way you perceive that person, if it's a negative or positive.
Exactly.
It's complicated, you know.
Yeah, and it's very different, like I said, and especially like I said, generation wise, like coming from like the 80s to the 90s, like that's whole different thinking compared to 2000s.
Yeah.
So there's way different thinking. It's a lot of changes.
Yeah, that's some different thinkings, but I feel like there's a lot of similar behaviors.
Definitely a majority of similar behaviors,
Yeah.
but nothing nothing positive stuck. You know. Sorry.
That's all good.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I, for one, have an 11-year-old daughter. And, you know, she's great. I've been there, you know. Like I feel like anybody else will feel like I always could have been better. So, yeah, but she's, you know, awesome. And I know that there are a lot of fathers out there who are great, amazing pops. Mm-hmm. And we get the stigma, you know. You think men don't know that there's some shitty dudes out there just like, you know, just have a kid and just, you know, whatever about it. Mm-hmm. You know, but then there's also, that's just also complicated because who knows how that came about and the attitudes and reasonings behind it. Has nothing to, I get the argument, it has nothing to do with the kid. Mm-hmm. But, you know, they can't, you know, those folks, I don't know if they should be calling themselves fathers in the same time. No, you know, in the same breath.
Very true.
Yeah, I hate to give a harsh opinion like that.
No, it's very, very true. Like if you had nothing to do with this individual's life,
yeah,
it's like it has nothing to do with money.
Yeah.
Don't everybody always jumps to that, oh, money. No, it has nothing to do with money. Like if you had nothing to do with this individual's life, then no, you're not a parent.
Yeah.
Because you didn't interact with them. You don't know who they are. Like you don't.
Yeah, money's not enough sustenance.
Yeah.
It's
like money gets you from point A to B, but it doesn't get you. It doesn't teach you about that individual.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're social beings, and not having that bonding with the first individuals that introduced us to this life, it's just really unfair. It seems really unfair. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there who had unfortunate situations where either both parents just didn't want to, or, you know, those being two situations, they couldn't because either whether it being financially or a bad situation which results in the child's birth, or, you know, they're not around, you know, and unfortunately had crossed over.
See, me and my son, like, this is the relationship that I would have liked, like, because I never really had cool conversations with my parents, but, like, me and my son don't always have cool conversations. We talk about a lot of stuff, and, like, the one thing we don't agree on is money, which is funny, because he's a little frugal. He's a little frugal with his money, but it's only with his money. Like with if it's somebody giving him something, like he'll accept the hell out of it. But if it's him that has to spend it, he's like, do I really need it? And I'm like, yeah, do you need it? Like, you know, because you didn't put that much thought into it when somebody else is buying it for you. Yeah. It's like, so do you need it?
Yeah. So it's good that showing him that. You know? Yeah. So those are the important things that you know we were talking about. Those kind of that money can't replace that.
Exactly.
You know, you're showing him, well, if this is all you have, then you prioritize how you're gonna you know, use this. Smart. Yeah. It's good, and that's important in life, you know, those kind of things. Like, I had to learn how to mail and learn how to do a lot of banking from a whole different person than was my parents in my situation, you know.
Yeah.
And that shit was weird, and, you know, I didn't feel confident in it because, you know, I came about it a different way than most normal people could have, you know. So, and not only is it like, could I make mistakes, like bad financial mistakes, but you know, I would have probably never learned from that process and continue to make crazy mistakes. You know.
Well, that's the joys. That's what I mean. Like just being there and to make those mistakes and you know, deal with them together instead of you're somewhere in a distance and saying, I popped you out, so I'm your pappy. It's like, nah, that's not how it works. And don't get me wrong, don't because I know a lot of you was like, yeah, he's right, but there are females that do that same thing. That just pop a kid out, have nothing to do with their lives, but you popped them out.
It doesn't matter if male or female. Like, that's just
not
sucks.
fair.
Yeah, it sucks for that kid.
Not fair for the kid, at all.
Yeah. You know, and how about those? You know, shout out to those dudes who like either took on the kid that wasn't theirs and raised them, or even adopted kids, or you know what I mean, or even doing like a big brother kind of situation. I, for one, am not doing any of those things.
Nice.
But it doesn't mean I can't respect it. That shit's
I respect the hell out of it.
You take putting your own time out there, and that's time is precious, and you're putting that out for someone else's wealth, benefit, and growth.
True.
You know,
True life.
That's amazing. Yeah, so good shit for that. You know, thank you to those dads, those service dads, who put their life on the line just because they're serving the public, but mostly they do it just so that they can, you know, support their family. Most of these guys that, you know, put their lives on the line, whether being firefighters and, you know, the good policemen, because fuck the bad cops. And, you know, those type of service folks, even the fucking sanitizer, the sanitation dudes, you know, those pops do that shit every day. That's still a risk on your life.
Definitely.
And, you know, you do that for your family, but at the same time, it's a crazy contribution. So, you know, respect. Yeah.
Respect, that is respect. But the papas, the grandpas,
yes, sir.
The little babies, all the fathers.
You know?
If you're a father, you mean a real
Papa?
I mean a real daddy. If you're a real daddy, you know, you're being there. you help the little one grow, you know what I mean, I say. Then big ups, nigga. That's what we're talking about. So for all the rest of you scumbags that you just fucking
fucking scumbags.
you just came in one night stand. Oh wait, I'm out of here, you fucking dirtbag. I hope your balls fall off somewhere.
You're taking all the air from this precious planet to put it in your scumbag body.
Yeah.
Fuck your body. You're gonna put that body somewhere deep where some fishes are gonna be in your face.
You should get an unnecessary D-bag rip. I swear to you. It just should be like spontaneous combustion. Just your bag just rips open. just scrotes just everywhere. Like people like you.
I was worried you were gonna say scrotes, and you said scrotes.
So for people like that, you should definitely get spayed and neutered just in case. So I don't know which one is for you, but you should get both just in case.
You ever seen Pain Olympics? You should do that.
Yeah, you know.
That's a guide video for all you fucking douchebags.
Yeah, you fucking douchebag, because you don't need the procreate, because then you're gonna just make more douchebags. You know, we don't need more of that shit. We need more good people. We need more fucking.
We work hard to look good, and you fuck it up so easily.
Come on, we need more suits. We need more fucking investors. We need more fucking business owners. We don't need more fucks. It's like, come on.
A fuck boy.
Is that what they call it these days? Fuck boys.
Yo, that's what they're calling it now, but in my day, you're just a fuck. you fucking mook.
You're a fuck, a dumb fuck, or just a fuck.
You fuck. So make sure you get the fuck out of here. You're making us all look bad. You fuck. You can't put a fuck in a suit and say he's a wise guy. You're making us all look bad. Okay, so cut that out.
Fuck.
Just because
we said it so many times, I need to say it again. Fuck.
Just because a fuck's in a suit. Just because a fuck's in a suit don't mean he's a wise guy, you know? Once he's taking care of his responsibilities, once he's taking care of his kids, his girlfriend, he's working for the boss, everything's done, nothing to worry about, that's a father right there. He don't even have to be with a mother. I'm not saying you gotta be combined with each other. No, I'm not saying that. There are times that it works out better when you're not together.
That doesn't make him an asshole for not wanting to be with you.
But as long as you're there for the squirt, the little kid, I mean, you
the
sick
little fucking
bastard.
crotch goblin.
You sick fucks. As long as you're there for the little bambino, yeah, that's what they call little bambino.
Because then they get these little kids that get shitty and they turn into little shitty heads, and they go out to big old shit heads, and then we have a society of big old shit heads running around.
Then you got a fuck in a suit. So we don't want any fucks in a suit, okay? We want wise guys. Come on, we want business owners. We want fucking smart. come on, I understand. I get it. You have the baby already. But you got to raise him right. You just can't, oh, Tyrone, he did me wrong, so I'm going to raise him wrong. Like, no, that's not how it works. You
Get out your shell.
gotta raise them right. Come on. So, daddies, pretend daddies, get it in there. Get your minds together. We gotta work together to be better fathers. Well, how they say it? The village takes a village to raise a kid.
Something like that. I believe that notion, but
Yeah. So as long as you know your surroundings, as long as you're working together. You know, like, you don't even have to work together. I understand there's some hermits. I myself am a hermit. It's like I'm a very big turtle, so I don't like to outsource for anything. You know, so if everything's internal, I feel a lot better. You know, I understand. I'm raising my son a little bit like that, but he's more external. He has friends, so he talks to people. So it's working out a little bit better for him.
that's good.
Yeah. So that's the whole point. You want the next generation.
You're like sculpting your kid. You're lightly sculpting.
Yeah.
You know?
So no matter what you do, no matter if you think you're sculpting, you are. So if you're one of those parents that just totally ignore their kid, they come home, oh look, I got a B or A minus is something good to show you, and you're like, yeah, I'm on this Snapchat.
Please don't disregard that.
Yeah, like
celebrate that.
You're destroying.
Celebrate it each and every time.
destroying
Quiz,
the
test, a
insides.
piece of art, anything that they have an achievement on.
You need to
celebrate
burn
the
your
shit
social
out of that.
media if you do that. You got a kid. Like, if you're single and ain't got a kid, like, fine. Take as many pictures as you want of your ass if you want to. But if you have a child, at least one child, like, I mean, like, in between, like, baby and 14. It's like, so by the time you're 14, you should be able to at least use the microwave. But if between those ages and you more interested in your social media than your baby, then we got to look at those priorities, don't you think?
Yeah,
You know?
it's true. You know, take your kid outside too.
Yeah, definitely.
That shit.
Play some ball with them or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
Tag.
Some sunlight, man.
Remember Tag?
A big ball of fire in the sky.
Who remember Tag? So put that in the comments. Put it in the comments. You remember Tag? What? No, I don't mean the.
Let them all wear gloves. Like they all wear their phone fucking fancy gloves, and when they're done with it, they just fucking throw the gloves out.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's why they gotta play tag now.
What happened to the world?
We got started a couple of places,
What happened to the world? I remember hot peas and butter.
and the first horseman happened to the world.
Put that in the comments if you remember what that is.
Oh, hot peas and butter.
If you don't remember what that is, I'm only gonna tell true fans what it is.
I almost got tricked into playing it.
I used to play that on a regular
This one dude
basis.
was like, nah. Yo.
You don't want to play that.
He's like, yo.
At least he warned you though.
Yeah, he was cool.
Like, yeah,
I still kind of want to play. He's like, no, you don't.
yeah, people in my hood wouldn't even want you. They'd just be like, he's gonna play. And as soon as it's on,
Yeah.
it's just over for you, bro. You just, this is what y'all play. What's wrong with y'all?
Why is everybody running away from the music so much? Yeah. Jesus.
This is like, this is the weirdest game of hide and seek I've ever seen in my life.
So, yeah. It's heavy.
Until we find your ass.
Yeah. Manhunt was fun. You know, cool games back in the day. So,
No, Manhunt was confusing.
why?
Especially in the school, like, cause they was like hitting hard. I don't know, maybe niggas had brass knuckles in school or some shit, but like, they was hitting you with books or something, but you was really getting hit with something other than knuckles. It's like when it was Manhunt. It was weird. Like they'll corner you in a classroom and just it's like, what are you hitting me with?
Corners.
Yo, stop it!
Yeah, man. Old games.
But yeah,
Times.
yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's different. You can't
Sure, some
legally
shit's
you
still
can't
going
do
like
that.
Oh, it's bullying. And,
Legally, you can't do that anymore.
yeah. I guess maybe it is a form of bullying. I don't know. But yeah. I don't even know. These kids participate.
definitely-
I don't think it's bullying if you want to participate. It's a game.
No, it would definitely bullying.
I mean,
Stuff. All right, I
guess
understand
they're
what you're
just setting
saying.
kids up.
I understand what you're saying. Like, you're willing to play, but at the same time, some of these kids are willing to play just to have friends.
That's
So
how it works.
so it's like you don't want to play because you want to play. Like you want to play because somebody asked you to play this.
Also, you're saying peer pressure, like group pressure.
Yeah, so just like the hot peas and butter. So he was like, "Yeah, come play." Like we're not gonna explain it.
Well, the way I see that,
We're not gonna explain you the rules exactly, but
okay,
as soon as we start, you're gonna figure it out real quick. So you're gonna know exactly how to play the game once the game starts.
that's funny. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, you'll run faster.
yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those games.
It's cool, schoolyard games, and I hope they're still around. Like,
Yeah, like red light, green
I don't
light.
know about these violent ones.
You gotta at least have red light, green light, because you wasn't really touching each other in red light, green light.
I guess not. Yeah, unless it's until the end, right?
It's optional.
Gloves. Use my finger.
It's optional.
It's different now.
Yeah.
They're gonna get these kids shot up. I mean, vaccinated. Actually,
everybody-
I gotta be careful
no.
when I say those.
No.
They can't.
Everybody's gonna get
Vaccinated.
vaccinated because everybody's gonna get vaccinated because the commercials promised all these promises, and you can't wear masks anymore, and all whatever else the
I forgot
commercials
which
said.
band. I think it was Foo Fighters. I think it might be them, but I could be wrong. There's a band that's gonna do a free show for anybody who's vaccinated, whoever can get in, and but it's like a vaccinated show. Everybody who gets in has to be vaccinated, and it may seem like a small gesture and whatever,
Yeah, you know how much money.
but that's a group of people.
Yeah, you know how much money a show is.
And the different events start coming out like that, that's gonna these people who are getting these vaccines, it's gonna make that fight a little harder.
So that's what I mean. Like they're doing everything they can to force the vaccine.
How did we get here, yo?
How? Because of that virus you were talking about wearing gloves.
Fuck that. Fuck that. No, I'm not going down this road. No.
Oh, really?
No.
You sure?
Father's Day.
You don't want to do it?
No.
All right.
Nah.
So it's Father's Day, and we're here mainly for the kids because our day doesn't really mean anything. Like if we were a mother, like hell and high water would part for us, but we're just dads. A lot of us don't do much, I guess. Some more than others. Like I said, like you can't really put a stamp on who does more, but apparently they do. But for another shout out for all the fathers that are there, you gotta get on up. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a few different shows. We're gonna be doing some effed up gaming, father and son editions. I'm gonna be hitting you with a couple of new characters, new additions to the effed up family, and let me know how you like them. Comments. Make sure you put some comments in there.
Yeah.
We got some.
Yeah, I mean, even if you guys want to
Technical
mention some great
difficulties.
dads out there, some
Please.
like extra.
Yeah, shout your
Special
dads out.
dads out there.
Shout your good dads out. Don't shout your missing dads out. We don't want to hear about the missing dads.
Ah.
Shout out the good
I'm a
dads.
good, you know what? I'll be the eye to read it. You can go ahead and do it. I'll be a good dad to you. Let it out.
Yeah. You want me to be your daddy? I'll be your daddy.
I'll be your daddies.
Well, depending on how old you are, I'm not paying for college.
Do that shit yourself. Work in a restaurant. Fuck.
Yeah, so we'll work together, but I won't do it for you.
Kidding. I know college is crazy expensive. You can't do that yourself.
You're gonna have to help me help you. Help me help you. So I hope you all had a glorious time because I think I did. I think we got our point across.
I think so.
I don't think a lot of you are gonna leave any comments though, but
Nice, short, sweet.
come on, we love you. we can do this. So I am gonna be one of your hosts, Stabler Shady,
This is Twigs Rivera.
and this is
Effed Up Radio.
Nestled out of your ear hole, leaving here to say goodbye
You may have your consciousness back.
and kiss you softly. put you to sleep. So, thank you for coming. Wait till the next episode because we're going to do something real fucked up. If you want to see what, make sure you be there or make sure you leave a comment because we know. We watch the analytics. So, holler for $1.